man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Let's talk about Shawn Porter, the interview on Fight Hype from the gym, and basically said he gonna knock Terence Crawford out. He seen Terence Crawford, and he a guy he think he can knock out. But he also went out and say basically for the most part, Kenny basically said the fight not going to happen. But let's talk about it. Check out the welterweight boxing playlist, boxing news playlist. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And he basically said that, you know, he want the fight. He gave his explanation, his on Fight Hype, why he called out Terence on, you know, to social media. And he said basically he told his dad that he only want to fight Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. Now, with Manny Pacquiao, he know he not getting that fight. All right? And he probably know he's not getting the Earl Spence fight because Ugas getting that. And like I told y'all before, Ugas is word on the street that he asked you for 50-50. You know, he probably threatening to fight somebody else because he can do that. But Shawn know he not getting Manny Pacquiao. Now, I heard Shawn want $3 million to fight Terence. I heard he wanted 5, but they'd take 3. But apparently I heard the number might be at 2.5. That could be a lot. That could be the truth, okay? But right now, he said like those fights not going to happen. And his father asked him for, you know, the other guys he want to fight. All right? He said basically he seen the Josito Lopez thing on Twitter and said, okay. You know, and that's something I figured that he would know. If Josito Lopez was, you know, directly negotiating, you know, with Terence Crawford, that's something that Al Heyman would let them on. Maybe Kenny know that. But at the same time, he said he will knock out Terence Crawford. He said he's seen his fights a half dozen times, even maybe more. And he feel like he'd knock him out. My thinking like is this: if that's real and that's not fiction or artificial, then why not take the money and knock him out and take the belt? You're gonna make your money. You're gonna make the money you miss right back. You know, if it's unifying with Dennis Ugas or it's unifying with Earl Spence, you're gonna make that 2.5 back. You know, if it's taking a tune up, then fighting Earl Spence. But my thing is, whatever names he come up with. And because he going to be the manager for Earl Spence eventually after the Qdoba guy who signed the PBC. My question is, you know, are you going to get $2.5 million to fight the other guy? And he got $1.5 million to fight for Melo, somebody told me. So it seemed about right that he won't double to fight Terence Crawford. And obviously ESPN feel like he had no worth. But at one point, Bob Arum said he'd be a good fight after he looked good versus, you know, Earl Spence. He said that'd be a competitive fight with Bud. But unfortunately, Bud shouldn't have to give back no money as a champion, and ESPN don't want to pay nothing. So my whole thing is if Bob don't want to come up with the money or ESPN don't want to come up with the money, or they don't probably want the fight, period, you know, if that's a case about the money, let Terence Crawford go and let him go do his own thing. Or go over Al. But Shawn said he going to knock him out. And he seemed pretty convict. He seemed to have some conviction on that. People say, who Shawn ever knocked out? He ran through Paulie Malignaggi. People forget that. Paulie woke up, got up like that nigga on that shit. And I'm talking about that Manny Pacquiao. That's Sonny Delight. But, I mean, what can you do about it? You know, if Shawn really want to take the fight, take what you getting. If you feel like you knock Terence Crawford out, get the belt. It's going to be more money on the rematch. Or it's going to be more money fighting Terence Crawford. That's my issue with it. Take less and just, you know, KIM, keep it moving. But, you know, it is what it is. But the other names they talking about, I don't know. Don't know. Whoever else he thinking about fighting. Could it be Keith Thurman? Could it be Danny Garcia? I heard Kenny said, you know, he wouldn't mind rematching Danny Garcia. Okay. That's cool, but I mean, it's whatever they want to do. You know, everybody ain't checking for Shawn, because if Shawn don't fight a high quality opponent, it's a terrible fight. That's the thing. If Shawn don't fight a high quality opponent or opponent that's stylistically ready, look, he fighting down to his competition with Sebastian Formula. This type of fight that he might show up in. But a lot of people around Bud saying that Bud will stop Shawn. You got Shawn saying he gonna stop Bud. Okay. I want to see it. But Terence Crawford told him to hold on standby because he's negotiating with Pacquiao. He ain't getting that Pacquiao fight. He know it, Bo know it, Bernie know it. They all know it. They ain't getting that fight. You know, make Shawn Porter fight. That's my game. Why not fight Shawn? Let's get it over with. So you can fight a real welterweight according to them. Oh, he ain't fought no real welterweight. Well, come on, let's fight Shawn. Shawn to fight everybody. If he struggle with Shawn or have a close fight with Shawn, well, so did everybody else. You know, if he knock out Shawn and blow Shawn out, they not going to give him his credit. We know that. He ain't getting no credit. None. None. And all this Errol Spence can stop that. Errol Spence can give us a timeline. I'm going to fight him. But he said he wants to fight. And he said his father basically said, no, like they're going to happen. No. That's my problem. Make the fight happen. You know, they got $1.5 million to fight for Miller, so it seems like they should deserve 3. But my thing is this. Why they can't go to Al Heyman and be like, can you put the money up for the fight? Because Al Heyman don't have no more dates. Think about ain't nothing but like 1 or 2 scheduled fights that they got on the boxing schedule. Why can't Al Heyman just come in and be like, okay, I got 3 for Shawn. What you getting? 3.5, 4? I got the money. Come on, why can't Al come in and do that? If Top Rank at ESPN they willing to pay, why can't Al bring Terence Crawford over? Bob said he tired of paying for Crawford fights. He said that. So he wouldn't mind letting Al Heyman pay Terence Crawford and him get out the way. Why can't Al? Because Al ain't working with no money and no dates. He can't even keep his own fighters busy. He got Regis Prograis, which he trying to sign to PBC, and pulled him away from Lou DiBella, and he fight on Triller, and he still don't got a PBC deal. So if he lose to Ivan Redcash, it gets over with. PBC ain't gonna want him, but they ain't got no dates. I'm telling you, look at the ring. Look at the ring schedule. They ain't got no dates. I'm gonna tell you the only PBC dates they got on the ring schedule. Yeah, and Showbox ain't PBC. They got the fight tonight with Ronald Ellis, and David Benavidez. The best fight on that card is probably gonna be Jamonte Clark and Terrell Boucher, Battle of Ohio. You keep going. You know, PBC like the one on state fights. Shit, damn near the same week. They got Lipias and Ennis on April 10th. You know, and then they got, you know, like Areola and them coming up on Fox on pay-per-view. They ain't got nothing coming up. Al Heyman ain't got the one on. Al Heyman just figured, you know, pay for the fight and put it on Fox or Showtime. Why? You know, Fox basically said they wasn't interested in making Crawford and Spence, saying he ain't got no story. It is what it is. Why don't they just have Shawn Porter exercise his mandatory? Have Shawn Porter exercise his mandatory and have somebody bid on the fight. That's what can happen. Why don't they go for the purse bid and then let like Triller, you know, bid on it? If they bid $6 million for Camboso, they probably gonna bid at least 8 or 10 for this fight. Shawn gonna get what he want at 8, and Bud gonna get what he can make at 8. 4 apiece. You know, why they just don't, Shawn don't want to be the mandatory and let it go to purse bid, and whoever bids the highest for it, it is what it is, because Shawn don't really want the fight. Shawn don't want the fight. I'm telling y'all. Or Al don't want Shawn to have a fight. It ain't hard to put that shit to purse bid. Ain't hard at all. Put it at purse bid. Why not let it go to purse bid and anybody can bid on it? Why Shawn ain't exercise his mandatory? Shawn want $3 million to fight this man. Not a penny less than. All right, then, if you want to move on that in the pandemic, let's stop talking about it. Or is it Kenny, you know, basically making the prices? We'll move on then. Go fight somebody else. You know, and don't get a title shot. Back in the day, you didn't have guys, man. They making less than, you know, than the way less than these guys, and they taking title shots. But
let you know with all these titles in boxing, you know, you can move on to the next title. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out the welterweight playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media subscription, Facebook group there as well too. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. Goodfellow Sports TV. We go.
Belief about
no, I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him,
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.